All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Nigerian, this is fully funded scholarship. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Moses. So we have numerous scholarship opportunities here today. We have the Nigerian Agip Exploration Scholarship for postgraduate students to go and study in foreign and domestic universities for masters and PhD. We also have a graduate assistantship in two US universities, as well as another scholarship in Italy. So let's go ahead and look at the details of each of these various scholarship. So this Nigerian Agip Exploration Limited, the deadline is 21st of May 2024. So that means as you are seeing this application, start applying for this scholarship as soon as possible. So this is the category. It says overseas for study in a reputable overseas university, while local for study in a recognized Nigerian university. So now that I've mentioned the eligibility, let's look at what is needed. He said, note, only applications submitted through the web portal will be considered. 2. Scholastica is the official platform for the 2024-2025 Nigeria Agip Exploration Postgraduate Scholarship Award Scheme. 3. All interested students should submit accurate and complete information. 4. Successful candidates from the application stage will write a computer-based test and will be administered on the 8th of June 2024 using a remote online proctoring text system. Email applications are not accepted. So let's visit the link for application now. Okay, so this is the link for application. So to register, you click on here. Okay, let's check for requirements for. Say 1, you must possess a minimum of second-class upper degree from a recognized Nigerian university. You have secured admission into a Nigeria or overseas university based on the category being applied for, either a 1-year master's program in any of the below discipline. 3, you are not above 28 years. You will not be above 28 years by 31st of December 2024. Then 4, you have completed the 1-year National Youth Service Corps program. Number 5, you must possess an international passport valid to travel at least 1 year from September 2024. So there are a limited courses that you can actually pursue with this particular scholarship. So number 1 is the geosciences. Number 2 is engineering, which are specifically petroleum, mechanical, civil, subsea, electrical, electronics, marine, and chemical engineering. And the next course that is available again for this scholarship is petroleum economics. Then another course is law in oil and gas or petroleum law. So these are the various courses that you can actually pursue for this course. So let's look at the coverage of this scholarship. The scholarship covers tuition, books, field trips, accommodation, living expenses, and a return economy ticket for a selected 1-year course of study. So those are just a brief coverage and details of the scholarship. So let's look at how to apply and the necessary documents that are needed to apply. Let's say you need a passport photograph with a white background not more than 6 months old. 2, a professional letter of admission for postgraduate studies into any local or foreign universities. Then your first degree certificate, that's your bachelor degree certificate. Then being a Nigerian student that studied in Nigeria or you're foreign trained, you are expected to have an NYC discharge certificate, A valid ID, either a driver's license, voter's card, or national identity card. Then a valid international passport, also known as travel passport. A birth certificate from your local government, and NAE compliance declaration form. Okay, so that means that form will be kind of more of an online form that to attest that you're ready to comply with the various policies and the rules guiding the scholarship. Okay, so those are just the items you need to apply for this scholarship. So this is the application link over here. So from here you can click to register to apply for the scholarship. So you register here. If you do not have an account, you're expected to register to create an account, and from there you can continue the process. So let's move over to the Italian scholarship. This is the International Talent at Unipo Scholarship for International Students AY 2024-2025. This scholarship is for international students, for 80 deserving international students at the University of Bologna to pursue a degree program at the University of Bologna. So this scholarship is worth 4,500 euros and include full exemption of tuition fees. So let's look at the requirement of this scholarship. The first, you are required to have obtained a qualification belonging to a non-Italian educational student. This is a scholarship for international students. You are supposed to have a qualification, a prior qualification that is not from Italian origin. Then moderate, you will have taken one of the following international tests by the deadline of the application. One, either a SAT test or a GRE test. Then the next, you must register for the test through the website of the organization in charge. Then the next is financial status. You say you have an ISEE equivalent economic situation indicator of between 16,000 euro to 35,000 euro or equivalent financial status. If you cannot submit an ISEE certificate because your family has income outside Italy. So check and prepare the required documents in good time because you will have to submit before the deadline, and it can take several weeks to obtain them. Then age for this scholarship, the age limit is that you must not be more than 30 years as at the time of application. The deadline is 31st of May 2024. That's the deadline for application. So let's go over to other details of the scholarship. Okay, that's all for this particular scholarship. So we are expected to have admission with the University of Bologna, after which you put in application for this scholarship for their master's or PhD, master's scholarship rather. Okay, so let's move to the US for graduate assistantship. So what's graduate assistantship? If you're new to this channel, but if you are not new to this channel, I've talked about graduate assistantship in various videos of mine. So graduate assistantship is simply uh, that's the graduate assistantship scholarship. Let me use that word. The graduate assistantship scholarship is a model of in which the US that uses it most, the European universities, they don't often use it, in which you are employed by a university. So you are employed to be either an assistant, as an administrative assistant or as a lecturing assistant. So while you work, you are paid a particular salary or particular stipend, as the case may be, paid a particular stipend. Then from that stipend which you are paid, a fraction of it is deducted into the university's account. So you are in the university as a staff, and also you are there as a postgraduate, either as a master's or as a PhD student. That's what graduate assistantship scholarship, that's what it entails. So why there, uh, some scholarship, some graduate assistantship scholarship might covers stipend, medical insurance, and housing, while others may just cover only your tuition. However, it ranges around these various items I just mentioned, and there are various categories. Just let me just highlight them. You say we have graduate assistants, we have graduate teaching assistants, we have graduate instructional assistants, and we have graduate research assistants. So I will explain these four. This graduate assistant is that you are employed in your university precisely in the department in which you are carrying out your master's degree, but employed as you are employed as an administrative staff in the university. So you do every administrative stuff that is kind of delegated to you, while you also go ahead with your lectures within the same period. So you are expected to work a particular number of hours every day to ensure that you can go for your lecture that within a particular number of hours, or expected to work about 2 days of the week or 3 days of the week, so that other days of the week you can go for your lecture. That's what this particular graduate assistant means. Then the graduate teaching assistant. The graduate teaching assistant is that you are like a lecturer, but you teach very limited courses to undergraduate students in that your particular department that you are pursuing, either a master's degree or a PhD degree in that particular university. So similar to the graduate assistant, you do every other thing. You are allocated a limited number of lectures, and you also have time to pursue your master's or your PhD course program in which you are doing, and you are also paid a monthly stipend at the end of the month, to which a fraction of it also goes to the university purse as part of your tuition for your master's or your PhD program. Then next, which is the graduate instructional assistant, is almost similar to the graduate teaching assistant, but it's just that there is very little difference. So why one is more of and you are more for like an instructor. So maybe your work may be maybe lab or lab related. As the difference between the teaching assistant and the instructional assistant, or you assist a lecturer in teaching. Then the graduate research assistant is that you are most likely to be attached to a research professor in that particular department in which you are carrying out your master's or your PhD studies. And not only that, this particular professor may also be the supervisor of your master's or your PhD work. And the most cases whereby you are appointed as a graduate research assistant is mostly that maybe you are doing a research you are doing a research you are doing a research masters. So that is the reason why you will be appointed as a graduate research assistant, that you are doing a research masters and or a PhD. Like you know that PhD is purely research study, nothing else more than a research study. So you are attached to a professor, and this professor is also your supervisor for your research, for your personal research. So you help this professor in overseeing every of the research that he is carrying out. So you are more or less like a personal assistant to him during all of this period in which you are carrying out your master's or your PhD research work. So you are like a personal assistant to this professor till you finish your research. And not only just that you finishing your research, you can still finish your research, but if this particular professor that you are attached to as a graduate research assistant do not allow you go, you cannot just leave the institution like that, because it's like your direct boss that authenticates or validates that your work is satisfactory or your work is not satisfactory. So among the various categories of graduate assistantship, the graduate research assistant is the most tedious and the most time consuming. However, if it's the most rewarding in terms of the fact that you will know every nook and crannies that is associated with postgraduate research, either masters or PhD, because you will be privileged to come across various kind of research that particular uh, professor is actually overseeing, which may actually align with your area of interest or area of research. So that's the advantage of being of working as a graduate research assistant compared to other category of this graduate assistantship. So there's a graduate research assistantship role at this University of South Florida. The various link for eligibility and how to apply, they are all here. Remember, I just mentioned everything that has to do with graduate research assistantship. So let's proceed. We have another one at the Northern Illinois University. So the reason why I just took time to do that explanation is maybe if you are new to this particular channel, you will know what graduate assistantship means, as a little bit different from other kind of scholarship. Graduate research assistantship involves some work. That's the truth about it. It involves some work, just like the way other traditional scholarship might require you to be on ground to attend their events, to attend events that promotes their values and the rest of them. The same way this particular graduate assistantship require you to do some extra work for the university within the period of your research or your study, either at master's level or at PhD level in that particular university. So guys, these are the 4 scholarship opportunity that are open at the various university, the Northern Illinois University in the United States, the University of South Florida, the scholastical scholarship powered by the Agip Exploration, Nigeria Agip Exploration Limited, and the last is the University of Bologna, a scholarship there, the master's scholarship at the University of Bologna, and you can see that all of them are fully funded scholarships that cover tuition, others covers books, and the rest of them. So if you are eligible, please do well to apply for them before the deadline actually hits. So that's a short one over there. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. I'm Moses Obarisi, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.